Hi everybody. Geez, about time you watched this video. I've been sitting here for days manifesting that you would click on this because that's how it works. So thank you. No, I was not sitting here for days. Just a couple minutes trying to get that intro right. Hi everyone, my name is Isis. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Regardless, I'm happy to see you and I hope that you're having a wonderful day. So a few weeks ago, I watched this video by the YouTuber Nicole Rafiee. I've been watching her content for years. I love the videos that she puts out. I think she has a nice variety of content from commentary and lifestyle. It's very much so up my alley. But she had posted a video called Ex-Psychic Reveals That She Wasn't Really Psychic, and I have not been able to stop thinking about it because I really resonated with what she was saying. I will say in that video, a lot of her comments came from her OCD experience and her anxiety experience, and I do not have OCD, but I still was able to relate to it because I have anxiety. And also, I don't necessarily feel like you need to have some sort of mental disorder to relate to the things that she was saying in that video. Pretty much she just discusses spirituality and just how big of a mental toll it had on her. And something else that she said, and I would like to make it clear in my video, is this is my personal take. Who am I to tell you what to believe and what not to believe? But let's just respect each other and love each other and not fight in the comments section. And I also would like to make it clear, this video is not about religion. I was raised in a household without religion. I was not even allowed to watch VeggieTales growing up. I don't want to talk about it because I'm extremely ignorant about religion. I didn't even know that Jesus was resurrected until I was 17, so we're not gonna do it. I think the biggest thing is spirituality started to become this trendy thing. Oh, that girl, she's so spiritual. She's tuned in to her aura, her, astrology sign, crystals, the whole 9 yards. And us as people being on the internet, we're exposed to a lot of that. And myself was like, this is really cool. I want to explore this further. So for a good portion of my teen years, I identified as a very spiritual person, but also I'm sitting here post my anti-spiritual awakening. I don't want to say anti because that sounds like I'm against it. I don't really see myself as a very spiritual person anymore. When things really started to change for me was during coronavirus. This is humiliating to admit. Humiliating. But the thing is, I'm going to admit it because I've moved past it and I know it's not true. I convinced myself, my little 16-year-old self, that I had caused the pandemic. I know that sounds crazy, but I truthfully believed that at that time. You want to know why I thought that? Because all I wanted at that time, and I was telling all my friends this, is I was like, I just wish that I could speed through time, that all of school and all these other events would just be put on hold and we could jump forward and I could go to prom. Isn't that the most high school girl thing to say ever? Yeah, gross. But still, I thought because I felt that way, that when school got shut down, that was me manifesting it into existence. Because I wanted to be happy and I was being selfish the entire world. That's not how that works. I also think it's fair to say that at that time I was struggling with a bit of main character syndrome where I thought everything revolved around me. We're in a global pandemic. So since I thought that I got everybody into that mess, I began trying to manifest out of the pandemic, and yeah, that didn't work. Also, that prom I wanted so bad, I didn't get that either. So there's the proof that if I really did manifest that, I didn't, because I didn't get what I wanted. That's when the ball really just started rolling with me falling off of manifestation. With me sitting here right now, 20 years old, my take on manifestation is I don't really believe in it. However, I think what manifestation truthfully is somebody having a goal and subconsciously working on it over time so that it can become a reality. It's not just, oh, I wish this would happen, I wish this would happen. Because you can wish all you want, but if you're not putting the work into something and you're not going out on those leaps to make something happen, how would it happen? You can't just hope I think by manifesting, we're not giving ourselves credit for the hours above and beyond that we go through to make something happen. I watched Shawn Mendes' documentary when it came out, and he's talking about wanting to play at that one stadium in Toronto. He said that he manifested it because he would write in his journal every single day, I want to play at the stadium, I want to play at the stadium. But Shawn, I'm glad that you think that is why you got into the stadium, but me as an outsider, I would like to tell you, I think you got to play there because you're an incredibly successful artist who's very talented, and you put the work in to go there. You made that happen for yourself, not just the universe, you. I think you can say like you worked in tandem with the universe, that's fine, but don't sell yourself short. For myself, doing those repetitive behaviors like writing in a book or doing certain actions over and over again in hopes that you will manifest something doesn't seem like the most healthy approach in my eyes. I would much rather bust my back working for something than just saying, oh, I've been wishing and hoping for something to happen to me. However, I will say this, I do believe in fate and I do believe in signs, which sounds very contradictory of what I've just said. People make the argument on this though all the time that if you see signs that you're just looking for it, sure, that can be true. However, by comparison of obsessive behaviors, I don't really see the harm in this. I think it's incredibly fun to be like, oh my gosh, like this is really cool and it connects to this and it connects to that. Even at the end of the day, if it really doesn't have any meaning in it, it makes me feel good. And I'm just having a good time. And I'll admit this, when I was younger, I discovered what my lucky number was and I kind of ran with it. I made it my whole personality to the point where it's embarrassing and annoying. But to this day, do I still resonate with that number? Yes, I do. I think there's a lot of weird things that have happened on 20 seconds or, you know, when I'm feeling low and I look at the clock and it says, you know, 22 on it. It makes me feel good. Back then, was it an obsessive behavior? Yeah, Now is it something that I'm just like, oh, this is nice, like it's a comforting thing? Yo. Or the amount of times I look back at things in my life and I'm like, that is a spooky, wow, the invisible string leading me along in life. I like stuff like that too. For example, the amount of times that I would do live streams on Periscope and creepy men would comment,
hey little girl, where do you live?
And I would lie and say,
oh, I live in Georgia.
As a joke. Guess where I live? I live in Georgia now. Like actually, I've moved to Georgia. I think that's one of the weirdest things. So I'm gonna believe what I want to believe on that one. For my own life, I would never want to tell this to other people, but I do believe that everything happens for a reason. It is a better way for me to look at misfortunes or really great things in my life and accept them as truth. How can I turn to somebody who's really struggling and just say, everything happens for a reason, your pain is important? I'm never gonna do that to somebody. Something else I would like to discuss is astrology. I'm a Virgo. I think I fit Virgo to a T by the definition. But when I was younger, I used to base the fact that I was a Virgo on how I would connect with other people rather than getting to know who they were, which is really bad. I should never have done that. Sure, sometimes people aren't compatible with one another, that's fine, but don't base it off of what time of the year they were born in. I also will say I have met other Virgos that are nothing like me. Growing up, I was like, how is that possible? Hot take, look up your horoscope or look up somebody else's and it can fit your situation. I feel like it's all very much so generalized. And we've all seen those posts on Instagram that are like, oh yeah, chocolate chip frappuccino, that's so Libra. But do I look at it sometimes just for fun? Yeah, I do. Do I like my sign? Yes, absolutely. It's a cool little fun thing to lump people with similar birthdays together. I'm just saying, for this entire video, don't really put too much importance on this anymore, and I don't take it very seriously anymore. I'm just having a good time existing and not putting too much emphasis on almost focusing on what is to come with stuff like manifestation or asking the universe for the answers. I really am happy that I'm in a situation where I've grounded myself and take things one day at a time. But I wanted to make this video because I don't feel like a lot of people talk about this side of spirituality besides the people that somehow think that this is like satanic and evil, which No. But yeah, I felt this way for the past couple years of my life now. I wanted to see what my audience had to say, so I'm really looking forward to reading your comments. Again, please keep it respectful. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more videos that I make in the future. I'm going home soon too, so you don't want to miss that. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and dislike it if you hated it. I gotta go manifest that John Mayer will show up at my door with a bouquet of roses, and I will see you all later. Have a magical day.